Hello. In this video, I'm going to be talking about creating high converting sponsorship pitch decks so that you can secure that funding that you need for the event that you're going to be hosting, so you can serve your community at a higher level with greater capacity and level of excellence as you partner with brands that you've been eyeing to work with. I'm Mariah Monique, the founder and the CEO of the Sponsorship Catalyst, where I empower and teach nonprofit organizations such as yourselves how to secure event sponsorships so that you can increase your impact, your revenue, and your partnerships. I have coached dozens of organizations how to secure event sponsorships, and collectively, they've secured nearly $500,000 in just a short amount of time. I've also distributed and been a fund. I've also distributed funds and made decisions for sponsorship dollars to nonprofits, specifically contributing about $7 million over the course of several years. So what I teach and why I teach is to really impart the knowledge that I have as a funder from the funder side of things, so that you can be equipped and ready to secure those dollars that you need for the organization that you serve. So let's hop on into it, because I'm going to cover what you need to put in your sponsorship deck from page to page. And before we get into all the nitty gritty of all the things, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a sponsorship strategy video. And might I add, go ahead and drop a comment as you learn and as things resonate with you. Drop a comment. Let me know how this information is resonating with you or how it's helping you, because that just encourages me to make more amazing videos for you to make moves and move the needle on your sponsorship efforts. So let's get into it. Okay, so sponsorship deck is really essentially a presentation that you would give to a sponsor, whether it means you actually get to pitch it to them or you're submitting it as an attachment to an email or an application portal. It is usually an opportunity for you to be able to invite a sponsor into the opportunity or the event that you're hosting. It is a way for you to paint the picture of who you are, what you're doing, who your audience is, and what type of opportunities that brand has to be a part of what you're going to be hosting. So when you think about a sponsorship deck, they're usually anywhere between 5 to 15 pages. But let me tell you, the sweet spot is about 7 to 10 pages. So you want to be concise, you want to be clear, very different than grants that can sometimes be wordy and require a lot more information. With sponsorships, you want to be clear, concise, and you want to get straight to the point, but you want to make sure it's comprehensive enough to where it paints a picture and it tells a story, so that the sponsor on the other end who would be receiving your request can really understand if this is going to be the best investment for their brand to be a part of. So page 1 is all about your cover page. I like to call page 1 and the end of your deck your bookend pages. They should be clear, they should be clean, they should be like cover pages, essentially, the front and the back of the cover page. So the first page is, you want to have your event title. Maybe you have a subtitle or a theme. You want to have great visuals. You don't want the page to be too crowded, but you want to be able to really kind of grab attention with the information that you need. So your title, your theme, your organization logo, possibly the event logistics. So when is it? Where is it? What time is it going to be? And if there's any difference between VIP reception versus general admissions, like whatever that might be, you want it to be really clean and really nice. Page 2 is all about the organization. Now you want to be able to tell the org that you're pitching this potential opportunity to who you are and what your organization is about. You want to be able to provide a brief description of your nonprofit's mission, the vision, and the audience that you serve. What are the core values of the organization? You might want to even showcase some statistics on this page, or even showcase, the leaders of your organization. Maybe it's the CEO, or maybe it's the board members, whatever that might look like. And you can do some different layouts that will make the most sense for you, because a sponsorship deck can be both landscape and portrait. So you can find that horizontal or vertical landscape, whatever you feel is best for being able to present the information. So that first page is all about the organization. It's all about, who you are and what you do, who you serve, really being able to share before you get into the pages where it's specifically about your event and the sponsorship opportunities they get to be a part of. Page 3 is about your event, right? Your event. What's the title? If there's a tagline for it, again, kind of reiterating possibly some things that you put on the first page. You want to talk about what the goal of the event is. Is it a fundraising gala? Is it a community fair where you wanted to bring people together? Is it a convening where you're bringing in high-level executives or people within a particular industry to learn and to grow and to network? Whatever the description is of the event that you're hosting, you're going to want to put that information in it. You might talk about the expected number of attendees. Maybe it's a recurring event. You might want to be able to show, you know, in 2024 we held this many people, in 2023 it was this many people, 2022 and this many people, 2025 we're expecting these many people, to show growth. If that is what you want to do, you might want to highlight what makes the event unique and how this event will help potentially a sponsor meet their specific goals or their needs as well. I'm all about visuals. So when you are making your sponsorship deck, you want to pepper, you know, page to page, different visuals and not just stock images. Like, use quality photos that you've taken of people engaging at your event or engaging with your organization through your day-to-day programming. You want to be able to use that as well. And you also want to really kind of dice this up. I love Canva for this because you really can add different icons to represent different things. Like if you wanted to represent the number of attendees that you're going to host, you might say, you might have an icon of a group of people and then talk about 300 expected attendees. So really being able to add a different level. So it's not just wordy, but then there's some things to break up the eye, because some people are visual, some people like to read, some people are going to just look for the numbers. Okay. Page 4 is all about your event demographics. Who will this event reach? Let us know what this is going to look like. Who would it reach in the physical aspect of things, but also digitally, if you're going to have digital assets and different digital branding opportunities such as social media, or leveraging maybe podcasts that your organization may hold, or maybe your organization has an app and you know there's different demographics on all of those platforms. You want to be able to showcase who this brand potentially gets to be in front of. And the best way to do that is to talk about your event demographics. Not only the demographics like gender, ethnicity, income, socioeconomic status, or whatever that might look like, but also talking about some psychographics. What do they value? What do they believe? What are their personalities or lifestyles? You want to be able to kind of talk about some of that as well. So you want to be able to maybe use charts, infographics, again, audience personas that will really showcase the demographics that will potentially be at the event that you're going to be hosting. You can also put on this page, maybe you're going to have some honorees or some awardees at your event, or maybe you have some guest speakers. You can showcase their little headshot in a little, you know, bubble and be able to put their name and information on that page. Then you get to page 5, and it's all about your sponsorship opportunities. But before we get into sponsorship opportunities, it's really important to express to a sponsor why they should sponsor. What is in it for them? This is a great opportunity before you start to share the different levels and packages and opportunities that they get to buy into, but really sharing with them why it is that they should sponsor. Is it going to increase their audience insight for a new product or a service that they want to offer to a new community? Is it going to get them in front of a new target audience that maybe they have been hoping to get in front of? Is it going to boost their sales? Is it going to position them as industry thought leaders? So really think through, like, why should they be a part of this? And you should have already done that on the front end as you consider the different brands that you're going to want to work with. If you have not done that, I want you to go back to another video of mine where I talked specifically about the 5 W's, the who, what, when, where, and the why, because that's going to really help you really reflect before you start doing pitching. So I'll link it here. So on this 5th page is all about why they should sponsor. You might again add some different graphics or maybe some testimonials from your audience or from your previous sponsors to kind of, again, create an opportunity to tell a story, but also to highlight the impact that you've made, not only with program participants or event attendees, but also with sponsors and funders that have been a part of your network supporting the work that you're doing. The next page, page 6, is then about your sponsorship packages, right? It kind of leads into your sponsorship packages, your sponsorship opportunities. Whether you decide to use a tiered approach, which I do still see in the industry, although we are moving towards more customizable opportunities with brands. And you may not do customizable opportunities with all brands because it may not make the most sense. But you might have that with some brands and then some standard tiered packages for other organizations that are going to be on board. So however you decide to do it, your sponsorship opportunity page or pages should really highlight what the opportunities are for them to buy into, to be a part of the event, to be have that exposure in front of the audience that's going to be at the event. You might want to create a simple chart. I love the cascade effect because it helps me to see what I'm getting at one level versus another level, so I can make the decision that's going to work best for the business. Then you're going to want to talk about or highlight who are your previous partners and sponsors of your events. Maybe have their logos on there. Again, it just shows that people have bought into you and that this potentially could be a great opportunity. And then lastly, you want to just close out on your book-in page, the contact page, making sure you have someone that they can contact, a phone number, a website, an email address, maybe some social media handles, and you want to close out with visuals that are beautiful and they're nice, and that will be able to, again, close that out and invite them to contact you to be able to follow up or to learn about their actual goals so that you can customize something as it aligns with them. So if you're struggling with securing event sponsorships and putting together a sellable sponsorship deck, I hope this video has been helpful. In the comments below, let me know what you're struggling with because I want to be able to help you. I also have linked an opportunity for you to purchase my sponsorship deck template, so you can go ahead and grab a hold of that. And then if you just want to stay connected with me, I encourage you to join our email list where I share gems, tricks, and tools weekly. And then you also can connect with me on all social media platforms like LinkedIn and Instagram. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And as always, take a look at these other videos because the learning does not have to stop here. Bye.